I'm not sure if you can tell, but humanity is doomed. We have people eating and drinking water with a fork for views, but amidst all this, Isayama, the writer of AOT, he knew humanity was doomed and he wrote it to us in a painfully beautiful message that went over my head at first, but when I understood it, I was really depressed. The ending is scary for humanity. If you're new here, I create banging anime videos from breakdowns, recommendations, news, and relating anime to real life. We do it all here. Let's get this video started. As a kid, there was always a constant talk about war all the time on the news, TV, and in public all the time. I remember hearing constant talks about people mentioning 9/11, going to war to Iraq, and having to worry about China and Russia and causing World War III. The constant talk about fighting and war has always been around since I've been alive, and I'm sure you have always heard of these things as well. This concept of human beings killing each other over resources like land, food, and more complex things like religion, freedom, and revenge. It seems so normal for everyone to discuss now, and honestly, it is terrifying to think that it's come to be so normalized in this day and age. Think about it. Hundreds of years ago, people were killing each other simply because someone believed in one religion over another and caused a third of Europe, 8 million people, to die basically. Or countries fighting over oil and resources, which causes innocent casualties because they simply want more money. Now, I'm not here to provide a solution for all this craziness, but simply stating that the evidence and absurdity of the situation that humans have done since the beginning of time. Or has war and violence really been since humans came to be? The answer is no, actually. For 95% of humanity's history, we were without war, indicating that war is cultural, not genetic. Sounds crazy, right? That we actually did not have wars for a long period of time until recently, about 13,000 years ago. Humans evolved and we became aware of what we can lose. So the answer was to fight for what we want before we lose it. This may sound crazy, but the 20th century, there has been a trend away from war. Even the 20th century had more peace between nations than war. And look at the times we are living in right now. It seems like a never-ending battle till everyone ends up dead. Having to hear about kids and women in hospitals being in the crossfires between these nations' war. This is sadly just a part of the world now, and it is really depressing to realize. But this is the very proof we have to discuss to emphasize that this ending is actually a really painfully beautiful message. I'll be honest, when Eren tells Armin that he only managed to kill 80% of the world, leaving 20% alive, which was the same amount of people in parity, leaving it to be an equal match for war, I sat there and thought, what the fuck, Eren? You did all this bullshit for nothing then? Just leave the world to fight each other off so everybody dies? But then Eren describes that he tried multiple different ways and multiple different times to avoid this conflict, but it just could not happen. Then it occurred to me, he can't stop the world and Eldians from killing each other because there will always be this constant history between the two that will never go away. Ideally, if they were to genuinely forgive one another and move on, then the fighting will go away. But realistically, that won't happen. But Eren does not have the type of power to just make all of them forgive each other and move on. So what did Eren decide to do? Stop. Enough peaceful time for his family and friends to live where there is no more war. Sacrificing himself, and if you ask me, that is the best thing Eren could have done with the abilities he had for his friends and family. So after the fact I got upset with this ending, it clicked in my head how cruel the world really is in AOT and real life. The after credits show parody coming along and growing to become a beautiful city, and it was awesome. We see Eren's home place just grew so much, but then we sadly see the bombs flying into the city and we see it destroyed and the aftermath of overgrown nature everywhere with buildings crumbling down, showcasing that the human curse of war never ends. This is the painfully beautiful message to humanity. War and violence is going to constantly happen, and innocent people will always die because people will never meet together to do the hard thing, discuss civilly, forgive one another's past, and move forward with a plan that both sides agree on. And doing all this and meaning it, that shit ain't never happening. The author shows the cruelty of this world and how even with a superpower like Eren's, he cannot prevent war from happening because humans will never stop. Damn, honestly, it got really messed up to think of and typing this out. But hey, at least we can learn from this and appreciate the fact that I was able to make a video out of it and you're able to watch it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed content like this, let me know in the comments down below. I thought this was a really interesting and deep topic and I really felt myself getting into the script, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. If you like this video, subscribe for weekly videos. We basically do this every single week and I have been for about 4 months now, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah guys, I will see you on the next one. Have a great day and peace.